Well, hey family, this is Darlene. Want to thank you for stopping by the Jury by BDK YouTube channel. I know you didn't come here for a sermon. So here's the video. And guess what? We'll talk. Well, hey family, happy Friday. This is Darlene stopping by real quick. I am making some wire wrapped earrings, and this is what they look like. So I am making a lot of these little wire wrapped earrings with these beads that I got. So all these beads like these, I'm using these to make these earrings. And I am making all these earrings for an upcoming event. So these are the wire wrapped wiggle type earrings. And this is what they look like. They're very lightweight because I'm using the 18 gauge aluminum wire, which is really lightweight. And then the beads are lightweight too. So I wouldn't use a heavier wire for these because, of course, the heavier the wire, the thicker the wire, the heavier the earring will be. So using the 18 gauge aluminum wire and these little plastic beads and glass beads in here makes the earrings very lightweight. So that's good stuff. So I'm going to be making a bunch of these, as many as I can make, and I'm going to show you how I make these cuties. Very different, really unique earrings. And you could always make a different top up here for the earring. You can use some type of post, like maybe some really big bead, and glue the like a wood bead or some type of earring part up here where you can have it as a post earring, where you can put the little piece through the ear and then have like a nice big, let's see. So you can, like something like this, you could always use these type of beads and then put the little post on the back of it, and then it can become like this part on the earring. Like there's a lot that you can do with these. There's a lot that you can do, a lot of ways you can be able to have these earrings hang in your ear. I just like using the ear wires. Simple, easy, not a whole lot to it, and they sell. So, this is what I'm going to be doing, making some more of these. And I've already cut some wire. You got to cut a nice length of wire. I don't know about how much this is. I don't even know where my tape measure is. But it's quite a bit of wire, and it's quite a bit wire because we are going to be doing it like this, where it wiggles, and then we got our beads in the middle. So this is what this looks like. So we need quite a bit of wire to be able to do that. Also, you need some type of piece or bead like this. Something that's long. You can use something like this. You might be able to use maybe something like this, because if you use something like this, you would just do the wire down the middle right here. So something like this could be used too. You can probably even use a bead like this. As long as you're able to put the wire through, close it off on the end, and do the wiggle, you can use a bead, something like this. But this one is my old dandy. This one is my live and die. So that one, this is what we're going to do. We're going to take the end of the wire, and I'm going to just put a nice big old closed hoop at the end of it, like that. You can probably see. And then I'm going to take this bead. I'm going to go ahead and put it on the wire. And I'm going to do it as if I'm making a regular type earring or something. So I'm going to just go ahead and turn that wire over like that. And then we just wrap the wire around like this. Wrap it a couple more times. And then I'm going to take my thumb and hold the wire like that as I shape the wire like that. Just go ahead and shape the wire again like that. Shape the wire again like that. And I'm going to do this probably about 5 or 6 times. And then we'll shape it like that. And then this is what it ends up looking like. And then I'm going to do it one more time like that. And then bring it around one more time. Now I'm going to take the end of that wire and bring it around this part at the bottom and wrap it twice. 1, 2. Now it puts me on the other side. So now we're just going to fold that wire like that. Put my thumb there. And then just keep wrapping it. And the 18 gauge is perfect because it's flexible and it's light enough for us to do what we want to do. So then as we do that, I'm going to put my thumb one more time. And that's that. And we'll bring that wire back around like that. Now I'm going to take the wire up around the top and then wrap it. Now it's a lot of extra wire, and that's okay. I would rather have too much wire than not enough. So we'll cut that little extra off, and we can probably use this for some charms or something. And then we'll find the end of it. Go ahead and just tuck it. And now we want to take the end, and we'll take our little pliers, little clippers, and we're going to go ahead and clip the end of this off like that, and it takes it off. So now we want to lift that wire up. So what we did is lift the wire up, pull it to the side like that, and then we're going to take our bead out. Right? So once we take our bead out, you can see that end is bent, and because these beads have very, very small holes, I need to try to make sure that this is straight. So let's go with a yellow, and let's see if it'll go on. Hopefully it will. And yep, it goes on. That's good. And then we are going to use, let's see what color we're going to use. Let's go with a blue. So we got that one on there. And then let's go with this kind of blue. And the aluminum wire is like really, it's not strong, but it's strong enough. So now all I did was that little part, I'm going to push it in like that. And you can see how this little round part here is on top of it. So what I want to do is get it, that whole part right there, right over that. Let me make sure I got it in there. Right over that, and then grab it. So now I want to go ahead and close it. Oh, I think I broke the, oh, I broke it. And so you got to be very careful with the wire, especially when it's this aluminum wire. You can leave the earring like this if you want to leave the earring like this, but what I generally do is I take my pliers and close those little rounded parts around the bead some. So just kind of bend the wire over it like that. And we'll do the other side. You can leave it like this if you want to. You don't have to bend it. You don't, I mean, whatever you want to do. So I'm going to just bend these down. And then this is what the earring looks like. Now, is there a different way to do the wiggle on there? It might be. I mean, it just really might be, but I haven't found an easier way to do it than like this. And if you find another way to do it, let me know. If you plan on making some of these, so I'm going to go ahead and do the second earring. Go ahead and close that end off. Nice big hoop. Oops. And then we're going to take our bead. Go ahead and bead it up. And then we're just going to make it like an earring, like so. Go ahead and wrap that wire. Then we got our hoop at the top. Straighten that up. And then we're just going to put our thumb on the wire. Shape the wire. And then you can see your shape starting to form. And then we're going to do one more. And then wrap it around the bottom where we got the hoop at. And you got to do it at least twice because you need it to, so you can have that hoop where you can put the wire in. So then we're just going to shape it on this side. And then the thing is, you'll get so fast at doing it to where it's nothing. Just like, oh shoot, I'm done already. And then that's that. And then I'll take the wire, straighten that up, wrap that wire around. And we'll go ahead and clip that wire off. Oops, that just flew somewhere. And then we'll go ahead and close this down. Got a little extra piece of wire. Okay, and then we have the bottom part. So all we're going to do is go ahead and clip that off. That falls right off. We're going to lift it like that. Bend that to the side. Take our bead off, and then we got our little part to bead. And because these beads have very, very small holes, we need to make sure this part is really, really straight. If it had like a nice big hole, like, you know, like some of these do, this would just slide right on. Even if it was bent a little bit, it wouldn't even matter. So we're going to do a yellow one and hope it just goes on, and it did. And we want another blue. And we want another blue. Okay. And then you can see how there's a little bit left up, and that's what we want, because we want to be able to bring it down, this wire piece down over that. And then we'll just take it, lifting it, and then we'll just wrap the wire around there like that. It locks it on. And then now all we're doing is taking the ends and bending them like so. And remember, you can leave it like this. If you want to leave it like that, that's cool stuff too. But for me, I'm going to just go ahead and bend them over. So either way you want to do it. If you wanted to use thicker wire to make them look, you know, a little bit different, you can do that. If you want to use less swirls like I do, you can do that, like one less to make them even shorter. You could even do one to make it just short like that. You can probably make a one without using, you know, a bead like this. But for me, and like I said, I haven't found any other way to make these as wiggles, you know, like this. Now, if you know a way, let me know. And these are real easy, simple earrings to make. You can make all different kinds using different kind of beads. Even if you have those little beads that you don't know what to do with, Or just like, you know what, I don't want to use these beads. You can always use those beads and hide those beads in the middle of the wire. So you could just make some really cute, you know, dangles. And there's always something to do with those little extra, I don't know what to do with these beads. You could probably do it with some 8mm, 10mm, but they would have to be lightweight, and make sure that the wire is lightweight, like the aluminum would be great. And then this is what they look like. Just really cute, easy earrings. Now, who wouldn't be attracted to something as simple and easy and cute and unique as these earrings? These can go from anywhere from $10 to $12 depending on your market. You could even go as high as up to $22, $24. It just depends on where you're selling at. If you got the right marketplace, they're $30 earrings. If you got the right market, because of the uniqueness of them. They're very different. They're very lightweight. And if you got a table full of beautiful earrings like this, not just your full table, but you got enough of them on your table that looks like this, and you know, the different beads, very unique, very pretty. You can do some silver. You can do like different color wire ones like this, and just very unique. And if you want to, you can do different earring closures at the top. They don't have to be the ear wires. They can be pierced. They can be whatever you want them to be. Different from anything that anybody is seeing out there on the market. But they're very easy, very lightweight, really pretty earrings. And I'm going to sit here and make a lot of these with as many of these beads as I have, so that I can have these. And I'm going to also probably put some on Fair, and then a couple of other websites that I'm selling on, and then put them together as like as a case, maybe like 6 pairs to a case or something. So I'll do that too. But anyway, Darlene Knight for Jewelry by BDK. It is Friday. I hope everybody have a really good weekend plan to relax or create or whatever it is that you plan on doing, if the Lord allow us to wake up in the morning, you know. But anyway, guess what? We'll talk. Well, hey family, this is Darlene. Want to thank you for stopping by the Jewelry by BDK YouTube channel. I know you didn't come here for a sermon. So here's the video, and guess what? We'll talk.
Your midnight eyes, the world disappears where your shadow lies. Every breath you take, a melody in disguise. You move like silk, like a secret breeze. I'm lost, I'm bound, you're the lock and key. Under your spell, can't break free. You got me, baby, baby. Down on my knees, under your spell. You're all I see. Under your spell, you're all I see. This magic, baby, you and me, you and you. Your touch is a spark, sets my heart aflame. Each whisper you give makes me call your name. Time stops for us, nothing feels the same. Your love's a fire, it burns so slow. I'm tangled up, don't wanna let magic, baby, you shadow move last night, dancing slow beneath the light. A silhouette that stole my air. How could I not just stop and stare? Your glow, it bends the world around. I'm weightless now without a sound. Underneath the moonlight, we collide. Your heartbeat pulls me, I can't hide. Underneath the moonlight, no disguise. I'm falling deeper, lost inside. Underneath the moonlight, we collide, we collide. Your heartbeat pulls me, I can't hide. Underneath the moonlight, no disguise, no disguise. I'm falling deeper, lost inside. Your laugh is silky, loves me tight. A melody that owns the night. The stars lean in, they're taking note. Your beauty sings the heavens roll. Tell me how the sky gets jealous when you shine so bright. Rebellious every glance, it feels brand new. Underneath this velvet hue, underneath the moonlight, we collide. Your heartbeat pulls me, I can't hide. Underneath the moonlight, no disguise. I'm falling deeper, lost inside. Underneath the moonlight, we collide, we collide. The world disappears where your shadow lies. Every breath you take, a melody in disguise. You move like silk, like a secret breeze. I'm lost, I'm bound, you're the lock and key. Under your spell, I can't break free. You got me, baby, baby. Down on my knees, under your spell. You're all I see. Under your spell, you're all I see. This magic, baby, you and me, you and you. Your touch is a spark, sets my heart aflame. Each whisper you give makes me call your name. Time stops for us, nothing feels the same. Your love's a fire, it burns so slow. I'm tangled up, don't wanna let go. Under your spell, I can't break free. You got me, baby, baby. Down on my knees, under your spell. You're all I see. Under your spell, you're all I see. It's magic, baby, you and me. Under your spell, I can't break free. You got me, baby, baby. Down on my knees, under your spell. You're all I see. Under your spell, you're all I see. It's magic, baby, you and me.
I like my mornings quiet in bed, alone with my coffee and the thoughts in my head. I don't even mind taking a walk by myself, going out for a long drive with nobody else. So you can't blame me for being tired with my time when you just arrived in my world. You can't come over and kill the vibe, take what's mine, just show up and make me a girl. But damn, you're so sweet, 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 like summer iced tea, the sugar I need. You're like a huckleberry pie with the cherry.
Well, hey family, this is Darlene. Want to thank you for stopping by the Jury by BDK YouTube channel. I know you didn't come here for a sermon. So here's the video. And guess what? We'll talk. So with these, I went ahead and made some more of the wire covered beads. And I'm probably going to make more of them and end up making a couple of necklaces and probably some more bracelets. But I am going to be using these wire covered beads that I made. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to use just some solid color small beads. Well, not small beads. I think these might be like 15 millimeter. And then probably put some charms on them. So we're just going to go ahead and get started. We are going to find our hole. And these are very easy to make. I think there's a video on here showing you how to cover these, any bead really, with wire, and then add some little smaller beads on it. So all we're doing, we're not doing a whole lot to it. We're just gonna go ahead. I'm gonna go ahead and clip this all the way down. We're just gonna go ahead and use some white beads, solid white. And then for the other bracelet, we'll use solid yellow. And then this will be a 3-piece set I'm going to add to Poshmark. And then I think I might add it to, add them to Fair. And when I add to Fair, any items to Fair, I add to Fair at wholesale. So they'll be at a wholesale price. When I put them on Poshmark, they're retail. So this is all we're going to do. We're going to go ahead and add some charms once we finish beading. And my thought is, because of color, to just go ahead and, that already just looks pretty like that. And then we'll add some, I think I'm going to add one more bead on here. 2, 4, 6, 7. 2, 4, 6, 7. No, we'll leave it like this. So we'll do 7 and 7. And then we'll go ahead and just tie it. I am using a 1.5 millimeter cord. Oops. 1.5 millimeter cord. My hands are slippery. I'm thinking because it's so hot. It's like 82 degrees, I think. 2, 4, 6, 7. 2, 4, 6, 7. 1.5 millimeter cord is what I'm using. And I generally use 1.5 millimeter cord for any beads that have big holes. When they have the smaller holes, that's like a 1 millimeter hole, one or a little bit larger than a 1 millimeter, I'll use a 1 millimeter cord. But anything larger, like 1.5 or wider hole, I'll use 1.5. And I do that because it's thicker wire. So all I'm doing is doubling this right here so I can fit that knot into that hole. And I use the 1.5 only because it just feels more secure. It doesn't feel like that 1 millimeter cord. I think I heard somebody else say it, or they posted it, and they was talking about how thin that 1 millimeter cord feels, and it really does. Like, you know, they really made it thinner. So this is really pretty, just like with the white. And then we're going to add some charms onto it. And just go ahead and make it just really pretty solid bracelets.
I saw your shadow move last night, dancing slow beneath the light, a silhouette that stole my air. How could I not just stop and stare? Your glow, it bends the world around. I'm weightless now without a sound. Underneath the moonlight, we collide. Your heartbeat pulls me, I can't hide. Underneath the moonlight, no disguise. I'm falling deeper, lost inside. Underneath the moonlight, we collide, we collide. Your heartbeat pulls me, I can't hide. Underneath the moonlight, no disguise, no disguise. I'm falling deeper, lost inside. Your laugh is silky, loves me tight. A melody that owns the night. The stars lean in, they're taking
sugar in my tea. Oh, how you sweeten me like honey dripping from a tree. It's you I always see. Every word you say is a melody, buzzing like a bee, oh baby, sweet as can be. You're as sweet as sweet can be, candy-coated fantasy. Stick to me like bubble gum, together till the end we'll hum. Oh darling, sweet as can be. You're the frosting on my cake, the cherry on my shake. Every smile you give, it's love I always take. You're my sprinkle-covered daydream, my caramel stream, oh baby, sweet as can be. Sugar rush, I'm out of breath with you, there's no regret. Chocolate skies and cotton air, the love this sweet is oh so rare. You're as sweet can be, candy-coated fantasy. Stick to me like bubble gum, together till the end we'll hum. Oh darling, sweet as can be, sweet as the sun, sweet as the moon. Your love's the melody I tune, forever my sugar symphony, oh baby, sweet as can be.
The night is warm, it hums so slow. A velvet sky begins to glow. The moon's a whisper, not a scream, soft as a cradle, holding dreams. Velvet skies, velvet skies, wrap me up in your lullabies. Hold me close, don't let me go. Velvet skies, I need you so. The stars are winking, sliding bright. They gossip secrets through the night. I breathe you in like ocean air. Every moment feels so rare. If I fall, will you catch me here? Will you chase away my fear? Velvet skies, velvet skies, wrap me up in your lullabies. Hold me close, don't let me
Well, hey family, this is Darlene. Want to thank you for stopping by the Jury by BDK YouTube channel. I know you didn't come here for a sermon. So here's the video. And guess what? We'll talk. Well, hey family, happy Tuesday. This is Darlene. I'm going to be making a pair of earrings using some of the natural shells. Some of these look like these are probably 8mm Buddha heads. We are also going to be using some of these. I don't know what these are called, but I'm going to use a couple of these. And I got an idea in mind. I'm hoping it'll come out looking like I want to. And then I'm going to use a couple of these beads. And I already got my, oh, and then I was thinking I might use these charms right here. That came right off. And I got these at, I think I bought these at, I think this is a Hobby Lobby brand. These charms right here. They look like they would match. So we will see. I'm going to take, you see that little bitty jump ring on there? I'm going to take that off. And then, oh wait, maybe, will it be able to fit through the, oh yeah, it'll fit. I'm like, ooh, wait a minute, will it fit the wire? That's the thing with some of these. You got to be really careful because the hole is so small. A couple of the beads I was going through and I discovered that they have a very small hole. So I am not going to be able to use them for charms or basically anything because the hole is too small. These right here. So what I was doing is I was going to make some charms. Remember I said that when I first got them. I was going to make some charms. But I found out that the hole is too small for the wire. So even with the aluminum wire, it's too small of a hole. So you can see that right there. And that's basically forcing the wire in. And this is aluminum piece right here. So even with that, they don't fit. So these would have to be probably glued on something, or I don't think I would wrap them or anything. I can probably use like, you know, the wood pieces that they could probably get glued on, you know, or something like that. But I'm not really sure what else I would be able to do with them. Because they're too, I can wrap them with wire, but they're just too little. They almost look like little chiclets, you know, the size of chiclets. Pretty beads though. And then we got our wire already cut. So we are going to stack some of these pretty natural shells. And let's see what we can get. 1, 2, 3. Let's see, where's the hole? 4. Let's see, 4. 5. And let's do like maybe 6 pieces. We'll do 6. So that'll give us a little height. And that's 6 on there. So then we need to do 6 on here. The colors do not have to match. That's the beauty about these shells, because there's so many different colors. You could just kind of mix them up, so it don't even matter. You don't have to match them up. So this is 1, 2. Let's see, 2. Does this one have a hole? Yeah, 3. Okay, 3, 4, let's see, 4, 5, and I think I put 6, but for some reason that looks about the same. Did I do 5 or 6? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I put 6 on this one, and then I put 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I put 5 on this one and 6 on the other one, and they almost look the same height, only because this bead right here is lifted up. that pink one. So what I'm going to do is change it because I want them to be the same number. Even though they look the same height, they could end up one being longer than the other one. So that's 2, 3. Let's see what else we got. 3, orange. How about blue? 4. Let's try this one. Is that 4? Yep. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then we need one more. And we will go with, how about this little pink one? And we want them to be about the same height. So that looks about the same height. So they look about the same height. And then what we're going to do, we are going to grab, you know what, I think I want to put one more. Let's put one more. So let's put one on this one. And let's put one on this one. Okay, so let me look at it. They look about the same. And as I make it, it'll let me know. So I'm going to use the Buddha heads. Go ahead and put our Buddha heads on here. So it looks like that. My light is a little off. And then, so with it like this, if I put this little bead over it, I don't know if this is a bead cap or not, but if I put that over it, it's going to hide the Buddha bead, and that's not what I want. So that's where these little beads come in at. I'm going to put one on here, going to put one on here, and then let's try. So now we can actually see the Buddha head. And then let's try on this one. Oops, oops, oops. And I know it has a hole in it, right? Should have. There we go. So when we put those little, I guess they're bead caps. When we put the little bead caps on it, we can see these are really cute like this. So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and pinch our wire like this and go ahead and fold it over like that. It almost feels like I have to be very careful, like something will crack on me. So I'm going to do that and then take the wire and then wrap it. I'm going to wrap it on top of the shell or cap or whatever this is. And then wrap it a couple of times like that. And then now I'm going to take it back up. So you can see how it wrapped around there like that. It almost looks like a lamp. So then we want to take our pliers, straighten it up a little bit. Lamp. That's what it looks like. So let's do this one. These are really cute. I like these, very different. So then we are going to fold our wire, and then we're going to take our wire and wrap it around. Let me pin this back up. So then I want to take the wire and wrap it around the top of the cap like that. Now I'm going to take it up, and fold it. So let me see if I can get it all the way smashed down. So either way, even though I cut that little bit off on the other one, they still look about the same. So as long as they're the same height, which they look about the same height. And then this is what I wanted to do. So let's try something. I wonder if I should put this on here though. That seems like that might be a little bit too much, right? So if I put the charm on the bottom of it. So I'm gonna leave them like this because I really do like the way they look. They almost look like lamps. Turn that plastic down, that wire down. Bend it down on this one, close that down. And then we basically, oh my God, they look like little lamps. How cool is that, right? You know what, I'm gonna have to go get some. I really hate that Joann clothes because I used to love their ear wires. I don't know if somebody was saying that Michael's is supposed to start getting the different supplies that Joann's had. Is that true? Anybody know? Let me know. So when I go in there next time, I can look for ear wires. Okay, so that's that one. And then let's do this one. How cool are these, right? They look like lamps and they're very light, like little lamps. Oh my goodness, how cool. You know I'm gonna end up wearing these, right? I think I'm gonna make a pair with the brown and then use some different ones down here. Maybe one, no, I think I'm gonna mix the colors and then probably use different beads up here. Because see, once you put a bead on top of the Buddha head, that's good because you can see the Buddha head. But these are adorable. You guys let me know what you think about these. Too cute, too cute. And they're very lightweight, not heavy at all. I think I'm gonna make a couple more pair of these. Darling night for Jerry by BD Can. Guess what? We'll talk. Well, hey family, this is Darlene. Want to thank you for stopping by the Jury by BDK YouTube channel. I know you didn't come here for a sermon. So here's the video. And guess what? We'll talk. Well, hey family, happy Friday. This is Darlene. We are going to be making some really cool charm necklaces. I like to call them junk necklaces, but they're charm necklaces. This time I am going to be using the suede cord. And what I did is I went ahead and braided them together just for the sake of time. I made one already, so this is what it looks like. Just some charm junky necklaces. So that's what we're gonna be doing. And I went ahead and 2, 3, 4, I braided 5 different colors combinations. So we have 4 more that we're gonna do. So this one makes 5, and these necklaces I'm gonna go ahead and put these on Poshmark. So these would just be some real simple junk charm necklaces with some of the charms that we made. And these little frames right here, because I don't plan to put anything in the frames, I went ahead and just hung a frame on here, and they don't look like empty frames when I just put another charm on top of them. I mean, they just look like, you know, like a charm. So this is what they look like. And then we are going to use some of these beads, some more of these beads right here. So we are going to use a couple more of these little beads right here. These are just the prettiest beads. So these beads right here, we're going to go ahead and make some, turn these into charms. These are really pretty. And we'll make these into big charms that we can hang on the bottom like we did with this one right here. Because these beads have a little weight to them, I wouldn't use these for earrings. You can see this would make a really pretty earring, But they do have a little weight to them. They're glass beads, beautiful beads, and they have a little weight. So they will be great for just, you know, like this type of situation, or to use for bracelets, or maybe on a necklace or something. But I figure I want to use them to make some charms to hang from the necklace. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to go ahead and get us some wire. Cut a piece. And then we'll just go ahead and curl the end. And then we want to use probably some of these will be. We'll go ahead and put one of these on here. I think I might want to use a couple of these too. Let's do this. Because either way, I'll use one of these beads. It's just going to be a charm hanging from the necklace, almost like it's the main bead. Just gonna go ahead and roll that wire around like that. We'll go ahead and straighten up the top part, and then we'll just wrap it a couple of times. We don't want to put too much on it, more so because it's gonna be hidden anyway. Off, and I can use that wire for some more charms. So we will use this one. This is going to be our main bead. And we're just going to grab a jump ring. Really simple, easy to make. And then we're just going to grab a bunch of charms that we already have made. Grab probably a couple of these people. Grab some round ones, and you can see you can do a whole lot with charms, like just, and then we're going to do we're going to grab one of these, and in fact I'm going to put this one on first, one of the frames, and then we'll put the little people on there like that little person. And then this is what that looks like so far. And then we need like some little short bead, like maybe this one. And then that's what that looks like. And then we might be able to put another one, like maybe on the back. Let's put a hat. And then this is what it looks like, just a little jump. And then we're gonna go ahead and close it. Sure it's nice and closed. We're going to grab one of our cords that we already braided. Go ahead and put that through because it's big enough. And then this is what the necklace is going to look like. So now we are going to take some jump rings. Got us some lobster clasp. Go ahead and put one of these on, and then we'll take this and we will put it through right there, and then we'll go ahead and close this down right on top of it, or just right next to it. Put a jump ring on the other side. Oh, I think somebody asked me about when I make the necklaces and I use wire to string the beads on, can you just go ahead and put the lobster clasp? Because when I finish a necklace off, of course it's rounded and then I close it off with the wire. So this part is a hoop made of wire. And somebody was asking me, can you just not use the jump ring? And then more than likely, I'm thinking they're thinking you can just go ahead and close it off, you know, like that with the wire. But what happens with that is why I always use a jump ring is because if I don't use the jump ring, it will make the necklace, the length of the cord or wire uneven. So when I put a jump ring on each side, it makes it even for the back of the neck. So like the lobster clasp and the jump ring, the closure will be right at the back of your neck. So if you don't use a jump ring, more than likely it'll be slanted. So instead of it being like here in the middle of your neck, it'll be slanted to either this side or to this side. And I don't like my necklaces to look like that. I like them to look even. So that's why I always use jump rings, even when I use wire to make necklaces. Yeah, there's a method to madness. There's a reason why I be doing stuff. So, all right. So this one is this one, easy, nothing too difficult at all. So we got this necklace, and then we got this necklace. So these little cutie pies are going on. These are going on to Poshmark. So easy, cute little necklaces. Shoot, these are almost something I can probably put in my fair store too because they're fun. Like really fun and easy, well made. And then we are going to make another one. So we're going to use this one this time. And I should be able to use this piece of wire right here. So let's just close off the end like that. And then grab a gold bead, and then we'll put this bead on it, and then we'll grab another gold bead. So it'll just look like that, and then we're going to take our pliers and go ahead and close that off, and then go ahead and close it, straighten that up. I can't believe it's already Friday. This week went by like really fast. So we got that. And then, okay, so this is our next little charm. And we will get one of our bigger jump rings. Go ahead and put that on there. And then how about we use one of these green big green charms, but I want to put one of these on first. One of those live, laugh, love. And then we'll go ahead and throw one of these on. And then on the back of it, let's put a bigger one. Let's throw one of these on. One of these meaning like this. So we'll put one of these crinkles on, we'll throw one of these on there, and then this gives you a lot of little, let's put a longer one on here though, like maybe one of the little people. I like the little peoples. And then this is a nice junky charm collection. Then we are going to grab probably this one. Let's use this one. And you can see these are really easy. They're really cute. And all you're doing is putting a collection of charms. And I think I want to put something else on here. Let's see something. I'm going to do this right here. I'm going to open it up. And I think I want to put... Actually, let's just leave it like it is. Because I think that's enough charms on it. Okay. And then that looks really cool. So it's just a bunch of charms. And then we are going to go ahead and put our jump rings. Open that. Go ahead and put that right through. Okay, so we got that through. And then we'll put us a lobster clasp. And we will go ahead and close it off. And then we'll put a clasp on, a jump ring on this side. And then we will go ahead and close it off. Like that. Okay. And then we have this one. So you can see how cute. You can see how cute and fun these are. And I think I'm going to have some of these at my table on the 13th. Just really cute, junky bracelets. Not bracelets, but necklaces. Like just real cute charm necklaces. Remember when we used to carry I don't know if you guys did it or not, but in high school, was it junior high school? Junior high school or high school, we used to have a bunch of keychains. And on the keychains, we would have a whole bunch of stuff just hanging from the keychains. And these put me in the mind of those, them keychain collections that we would carry. These are really cute, right? So these put me in the mind of like some of those keychains that we would carry. Oh my God, we would have like teddy bears hanging from our purse. We would have, oh my God, just any and every type of keychain that we can find. And here in San Diego used to be a store called Newberry's. And we would go in Newberry's, and because Newberry's I think used to be kind of like not Dollar Tree, because everything wasn't $1 or anything, but it was maybe like a small scale Walmart, but with low prices. So the prices were really, 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 really low, almost like Dollar Tree, but like $2.99, $3.99, $4.99. They were really cheap. And we would go in there. Sometimes we would even ditch school and we would jump on the bus or the trolley and go downtown to Newberry's. And in Newberry's, we would go in there and buy all their little charms and anything that we could hang from this big hook that we had. We would put it on that big old hook, and we would just have like big old stacks of stuff like this. And you could hear us walking down the hallways because everybody had those things on, and it was like the coolest stuff ever. We was like, ooh wee, I remember when. And sometime you would have like something like this, like collection, and you have the big keychain hook, and you could put this on your pants. Like back then we all wore Levi jeans, so on your Levi jeans you could put the hook on the front, but you wouldn't put a whole lot because it would tear the that little part down that you put the belt through, the little strap thing that you put the belt through. But I remember the days. But anyway, these are what we're making right here. These little cutie pies right here. And then I think what we're going to make real quick is we're going to make some, so we're going to go ahead and finish off the other two, and you can see how cute these are going to look. And we are going to be putting these on one of the websites. Maybe Poshmark. If not Poshmark, it might be, it might even be the website. I don't know. But I'm thinking and I'm saying I want to keep some things on Poshmark because I haven't been putting anything on there. I did put the last two bracelet sets on there. I think I put a bracelet set and that no hole focal bracelet. I put it on Poshmark. Okay, but anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and do this. And we are going to use got so many beads, I don't even know what I want to use. How about we use a couple of these? Use one of those. Put that on there. Use one of these. And then I think I want to put, use this little bead right here. There's a hole at. I hate these beads where I can't find the hole. That's cute like that. And then we'll go ahead and take this, bend it around right here. Go ahead and bend that over, and we can wrap it at least 1 or 2 times. Close that down, and then this is what we got. So then we'll get us another jump ring. This will be our highlighted, and then we got a lot of different charms in here that we can use. And then I do like the little people, so we're gonna put another little people on here. We'll put one of these on and see how nice that looks. And how about maybe another one of these little charms. And then this is what this one will look like. Do I want to put one more piece in here? I thought I had some, I must have used them all because I thought I had some Buddha heads up here, but I guess not. I'm going to probably have to make more of those. Okay, but anyway, we're going to do this just like this. We're going to go ahead and close it off. Okay, and then this is going to make sure it's closed. And it looks like this. Almost like a little fly or something. So then we're going to use this one. That through. That looks like, and I think I only have like, I got like one, I only got one lobster clasp this left, so I gotta go get some of these. I think I bought those at, did I get those at Hobby Lobby? I might have got them at Hobby Lobby. I don't know if I got them at Hobby Lobby or my Hobby Lobby, I think I did. So I'm gonna have to run back out there and get some more. Somebody was telling me about a website because I mentioned that I like the ear wires that I used to buy at Joann's, and somebody had given me I think it was a website that I could buy some from, and they were saying that those wires are really good wires, so I'm gonna have to look into that because I do need more ear wires. And I used to love Joann's ear wires, and I never had a problem with those wires. Sometimes you can buy the wires from different places, even off of Amazon, and it's like they'll fade, or you don't even work with them yet, and they fade and they carry on. It's like, okay, but wait a minute. That's why I always like to go back and put reviews, and also if it's a good product, I'm trying to get this on here. And if it's a good product, I will put it in my Amazon store because that only means that I've used it. And I don't go right back immediately. I give it some time because time will tell you if it's a good product or not, you know. So you can get it and say, oh, this looks really good and this, that, and the other. But in a month, it's not good. So, all right. So for these are the only ones that we can make because we don't have, we got to go get some closures. But we do have some cutie pies right here, right? We were able to make 4. So we have 4 really nice ones, and these are what these are. And then I took the suede cord and I actually braided the suede cord. Oh, let me put this up in my hand so it's not in the way. So I took the suede cord and then braided 3 different colors of cord together. So that would give me the cord that I was going to hang the charms on. So these are the different charms, and then we went ahead and used some of those beads that we got in our gift box the other day from Miss Tia. So these are some of the beads, and we went ahead and made these beads into some charms. And then we went ahead and surrounded that main bead with a lot of different charms. We also used a couple of the frames. So I'm probably not going to use the frames and put anything in the frame. So they'll more than likely end up being charm type situations. I could even use these on bracelets and then maybe put a charm on top of it. And it just looks like it comes that way. So it is what it is. And these are what these is. Really cool. Really, really cool. I like these. You guys let me know what you think. So I'm thinking I'm going to probably put these on Poshmark. I think I'm going to also put them on Fair. I'm going to put them in Fair as a case. So all 4 of these will be a case. So they could buy a case. So the case would include these 4 on Fair because I like these. I really like these. I like all the color. I like the funness of them, the whimsical attraction and appeal that they give. So these are like really cool. A lot of color. A lot of color. So good stuff. But anyway, it's Friday. It's a really good day, and we're going to make it a really good day. I started the day off like I always do with prayer, meditation, and I did a Bible study on the Holy Spirit. If you are on Facebook and you're one of my friends on Facebook, that I took a picture of the lesson that I was doing and I put it on my page. And if you're curious about what I talked about as far as the Holy Spirit, you can see that on my Facebook page under Darlene Knight. On Facebook. But anyway, Darlene Knight for Jerry by BDK, and guess what? We'll talk. Okay, now we are going to make a couple of bracelets. I am going to be using some of these beads. I really like these. Some of these beads. Probably some of these beads. And I think I'm going to try to do something with these too. So, we're going to, and then I'm going to use one of these beads. So we're going to go ahead and get started. We're going to start with one of these. See which one has the most color in it. Probably this one. We'll use this one. And then we are going to use some of these gold beads right here, gold and white. I think I'll make either a 2-piece set or a 3-piece set. And so far, that's what that looks like. And we're liking that. And then we're going to use a couple of these little beads right here. So I can get this through. That one. Must be something in the inside stopping the cord from going through. Let's try this one. That went through. So that's what that looks like so far. And then we're going to grab a couple more gold and white beads. These are the 20 millimeter hand painted wood beads. And that's what that looks like so far. And let's see if these we can get the cord through. Yep, that side. That's what that looks like so far. And then let's try a couple of these little 2 beads. See what they look like. And the hole is on the side. So that looks pretty good so far for the first bracelet. And I'm using 1.5 millimeter cord. So that looks pretty good. Really nice, very unique, very different. really pretty. And then we're going to go ahead and tie this one. Pull that cord together, double knot it. Pull it really good, do a single. And then we'll do twice, 1, 2. Pull it together, do a single. And then do double, 1, 2. Do a single. And then we'll do a double. 1. And then we will cut all the extra cord off. There. You can see the big nice knot. And we will pull it on this side to fit it in that hole. And it's nice and snug. So this is what this bracelet, this is really pretty. I mean, just gorgeous. I'm loving the colors. And it looks very fresh. So we're going to go ahead and make 2 more. And then I think we will, we're going to use this 20 millimeter hand painted bead that we wrapped in 18 gauge wire. Put the string through, the cord through. You need to make sure it's right in the middle, like that. And then, let's see, I got some, I'm going to put a couple of these metal cowrie shells on here. Put it along the side, and then I think I'm going to use a couple of these small gold beads. Couple of small gold beads. So it looks like that. And then we can use a couple of the gold beads, gold and white beads. That side, and on this side, and then that's what that'll look like. Looks pretty. And then, you know what? Let's see if I want to put this on here. These 2 different beads. And I think I do want to do that. Gold and white beads. And that's what that's looking like so far. And then we'll just finish it off with some of these gold beads. Only because I don't have any more of the gold and white beads, I'm going to finish it off with. And these should match pretty good. Oh yeah, I like that. Almost looks like a world. You know, like one of those world displays. Like a big globe. So we're going to tie this. Ooh, I don't know if it's the heat that got me drained or just it's been a busy week all week or what. But I'm just like drained. And I'm so glad it's Friday. I don't know what to do. So we're going to just go ahead and... I'm thinking I want to just create all weekend because there's like a lot of stuff I want to make. There's a lot of ideas that I have, and you know how you have them ideas and you want to, you know, just kind of sit and get them out of your mind. And I'm thinking that's what I'm going to do, like for the weekend, if God says the same. So this one looks like this. So if we had this one on, and then we put this one on. How pretty, right? just the colors. There's something about white and gold, and then whatever you mix with the white and gold. So this looks really pretty, just for the point of the focal bead. And then when you add these two bone beads on here, this one and then this one, it just makes it look like a very rich set. You know, like very different, really unique. You know, just something you just don't see. So this is like really pretty. I think what I'm going to do, I'm going to make a third one. So it'll be a 3-piece set. And this 3-piece set is going to go on Poshmark. So if you're interested in any of the pieces that you see me make in the next couple of weeks, they will be on in my Poshmark store. And I'll put a link in the description down there. And I think what we will do, let's go with this bone bead as the focal. We'll do this one, and then we will go with, I got these in here. Let's do this. We're going to switch these beads up a little bit. So we'll do that like that. Looks really cool to me. And then we're going to use another metal cowrie shell. And we'll do that. And then I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to use these beads right here. I call these the vintage beads. They got like newspaper on them. So let's do, I'll add these in to see if it adds a nice little touch to the set. Okay, looks pretty good, looks pretty good, looks pretty good. I'm liking it, I'm liking it. So we'll finish it off, and hopefully we got enough of these beads right here. I don't think that we do. So I will use what I have, and then I'll close it off with the gold beads. On that side, on this side. We will put one on this side, so we only have, you can see what that looks like. 3 on one side, 4 on the other side. Only because, well, and then we got some orange ones, but these would match, I think. I think that'll just kind of take up. Actually, no, it matches. So let's do this. We'll put the orange ones, and then we'll finish it off with the gold, and then see how this looks. I'm loving the colors, the mixture of the colors. So I think what will happen is I'm going to take one of the blacks off, and then we'll use the orange, and then we'll put a gold, and then we'll do that. And I like the way that looks. And yep, we're going to go ahead and tie this off. I think I need to put a bead on here because it seems like, yeah, I probably need to put one more bead. So let's do this. We'll put one more gold bead. And go ahead and tie it down, because the further up the arm the bracelets go, the bracelet needs to be just a little bit bigger. So this one could be the first one on the arm, and then the next one, and then the next one. So I'm going to go ahead and do a single, and then we'll do double. 1, 2, pulling it nice and tight. Single, pulling it nice and tight, and then a double. 1, 2, pull it nice and tight. And then we'll cut this extra, and then you can see the big nice knot. We'll pull it right into the bead. Oh wow, how pretty, right? And then we'll put this one on first. And I like the way the bone bead looks right in the middle. And then we will put, let's put this one on a second. And then this will be the last one. Oh, yes, right? And see, this don't even need charms. It's just beautiful, just like it is. They're drama. Just real drama. And if I did add some charms on here, they would have to be the bigger charms. But these are nice just like they are. They don't need anything added to them. Real pretty. These are gorgeous. So this is the 3-piece. This 3-piece is going to go on Poshmark. So this is what this looks like. And then we're going to make another, I think another 3-piece. So let's get started doing that. So that is that one. Okay, so we are going to make another bracelet while we're sitting here. Let's start with, this is a real different shaped bead. So let's use this one. So we'll start with this one. We're going to go ahead and make a bracelet. Very different bead. I like these. Too bad there's not a lot of different colors. Really nice bead. And this is a resin. And then I think we'll go ahead and use some of the coconut shells since I took them out. And we'll just go ahead and stack them on here. I think we'll do like maybe 3 or 4. We'll do 3. Let me see. I think I'm going to do one more, so we'll do 4 on each side. And if we don't like it, we'll just go ahead and take them off. Hopefully it'll look as good as it looks in my mind. 2, 3. 3 and then 4. I went outside and it is like hot and I feel like sticky and hot. You know how you feel sticky, hot, and wet? That's how I feel. That's cool. I really like the way this looks. Look. And I like the fact that the coconut chips are the smaller chips. Like they got awkward shapes to them, but even though they have awkward shapes, they're still the smaller shells, which is really good. I like that. And I think I want to use, these are heavy beads. These are glass beads. Really heavy. And I think if I made a bracelet using these, I would probably use 1 bead as a focal bead, maybe 2 beads. It just really depends. And I would definitely use a 1.5 millimeter cord. So because they're heavy beads and I want to just put beads around the entire bracelet, I'm not going to use those. I'm going to go ahead and use these polka dots and then see if they match. So they already look like they match. So we're going to go ahead and put these on here. 3, 4. Do I got enough? 2, 4. I think I'll put 5 on each side. I think I got enough. Okay, so that's that. And 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, that looks good. 5. Okay. Oh yeah, real cool. So let's see. Oh yeah, that's really cool. Look at that. Definitely, right? Definitely. And I'm really digging this bead right here in the middle. So let's go ahead and tie it down. And it is busy outside. It is like so much traffic. I'm like, what's going on this weekend? So it is like extremely busy out there in the sense of traffic, inside the stores. Like, it's just crazy. So, okay, that's that. And we'll pull that. And this is a smaller hole, so that worked out really well. So, oh yeah, look at that. Do I want to put some charms on here? Wow, this is really nice. Right, and pretty. Let's put some charms on it. Where's the bag at for these? I wanted to use these, but these are pretty heavy beads. So I'll have to use these like maybe, and then these are smaller, so I might be able to use 2 or 3 of these on one bracelet. And I don't like the bracelets to be too heavy. So, oh, you know what else we're going to do? Let's do this. Wait, is this a thicker? This is the thicker. I don't want this one. I want to use the... Is this 8? Yeah, I'll use some of this. I want to make a coconut charm. One of the green ones. And I don't need it to be too big, just something small enough, like maybe this. Wrap that wire around it, like that. I'm gonna go ahead and clip that little extra off. And then the pliers. Just make sure that wire is down. And then take it, pinch that wire like that. Go ahead and wrap it around like that. And then we're just going to take the wire around that coconut chip, bring it back up. And you can see it's going to look like that. And then we'll just wrap it around right here. And then we end up with a coconut chip charm. And then, go ahead and straighten this up a little bit. Turn it sideways like that. Take this wire, hold it all the way down because we don't want to feel anything. I think I still feel it. I don't see it, but I think I feel it. Okay. Now that's what we want. So we have a coconut chip charm. And we're going to put this on here. Got some jump rings over here that I made. So we're going to take a jump ring. And put it maybe right along the side of it. Go ahead and close it on there. Okay. And then that's how that looks. Just a nice big one. But then I kind of like it without a charm, huh? But then I like it with the charm. And then maybe, if it's mixed with some other bracelets, I think I like it without the charm. I'm going to take the charm off. I like it without the charm. Because sometimes a bracelet just don't need anything else to go with it. It really just makes it look off. So... yeah, see, and these are big, chunky, nice bracelets. And sometimes they don't need that extra, like the charms and all that good stuff. So, I like all of these. But this is gorgeous. I really like this one. Let me see. Do I have some other green beads up here? Because I really like this with the coconut chips. And then this is what we got. And then this was the other 3. So we got these really nice ones. Really, really nice. And then remember we did all the necklaces. So these are the necklaces that we put together. These are our junk necklaces. So we did pretty good. Anyway, darling, night for Jewelry by BD Can. Guess what? We'll talk.